Hey there, how you doing? It's Martha Fraser, and today in Behind the Scenes Wednesday, I want to talk to you about your website. In the last couple of weeks, I've had a couple of new clients approach me about, creating a website and what it takes and blah blah blah. So I want to do like a 10-minute mini masterclass about creating your website or updating your website. Okay, so you're either one or two people. Either you don't have a website at all, or you do have a website and it's not good enough and you want a new version. So, what are the options available for you? So, there are two ways in which you can create a website. Now, first of all, when I first started off, all I had was a Facebook page and a PayPal link, and that did me for a couple of years, to be honest. And anyway, so what you can do now, there are two ways, as I said, creating a website. One, you can use a platform, a third party platform, which hosts your website. So, what does that mean? So, let's just say it's like renting here. This is what it's like. Let's just say you want to open a shop and someone else owns the unit and you rent it from them and you have your shop there. So you're renting the website from them. So basically they store everything belonging to your website on their platform. So let's say the likes of Squarespace, Wix, or Weebly, and I think is there anything else? They're kind of the three main platforms. And basically they host your website on their platform, right? Now it's a kind of like a tenner a month or something around that, and if you add on e-commerce, there's another price to add on. So to be honest, there's a lot to be said about those types of websites. They're easy to design, they're easy to maintain, they have all your security plugins. You don't need to worry about updating plugins or updating any kind of like PHP levels on the behind the scenes in your control panel of your domain hosting or anything like that. So there's a lot to be said for the solopreneur who wants a really easy website. Now, it's when you want something more customized that those kind of websites don't really serve you well, because they're limited in a way. If you want a bigger back end, or if you want something, some kind of functioning on your website. So the other way then is like a WordPress website. Now, a WordPress website, basically you own the website. So what you have to do first is, and with any website, what you have to do first is you have to buy the domain. So mywebsite.com, let's say, whatever the name of your website is, you have to buy that domain. So you go to let's host.ie or GoDaddy or any of those companies that sell domains. So you buy your domain and you have to buy hosting then for your website as well, right? Now, if you go to Squarespace or Wix or one of those, you'll get your hosting from them. But if you are going to do a WordPress website, you need to buy your own hosting. And you basically, what happens is that when you buy your hosting from a company, you will install WordPress on that hosting of the company, right? So, so basically, once then you decide you're going to have a WordPress website, you need to decide your next step. Then, after getting your hosting and your domain, your next step is to decide on the theme. So the theme is like what's a good analogy? The theme is like maybe like what design your shop or your website is going to look like. So there's lots of different companies out there that you can buy themes from. There's Divi and Divi Elegant Themes. There's a whole pile of them. One of the themes that I love is it's called Thrive Themes. If you go to my website marthafraser.com, and if you see the fave tools, I've all the links of all the software that I love to use and that I've really got a lot of benefit over the years from. So Thrive Themes, what I love about Thrive Themes for entrepreneurs is that it's made for online entrepreneurs, because there are so many plugins. There's a great plugin called Thrive Architect, and what Thrive Architect is basically it's a page builder, and it's a drag and drop page builder. Now, with a lot of the other themes that you buy as well, they have all of these visual page builders. You don't have to do, back in the day, coding of your web pages. So do research on the different types of themes that you can get. I do love Thrive themes. I use it for myself. I've used it for clients, and I would recommend it. Because the other benefits as well of Thrive themes is that they have their own online university, say, for all how to do everything, how to build your online business. They have also, when you get Thrive Architect, it has a pile of Premade landing pages. So if you want to do a webinar, if you want to do a mini series, they have all of these landing pages that all you have to do literally is just hit a button and select it. So it also has plugins for, if you want to build your own quiz, it has a plugin for testimonials. It has a plugin for loads of different things. So anyway, that's selecting your theme. So they're kind of all the technology kind of decisions you need to make between when you're creating your new website, right? And then after that, then I have a checklist that I use with clients. So the basic things is your homepage. Now, before people even create their website, one of the massive things that I do with clients is I work on their clarity. So who are they? What do they do? Who do they help? How do they help them? What do they charge? How does it work? How is it delivered? Blah, 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 blah. So I literally pull all of that clarity work out of people. And a lot of the times when people come to me, they don't have that. They haven't got the clarity of their packages, of their services, of who they are, and even how they can maximize that to make a proper income, and how, what are the right prices to charge. So all of that clarity work really does need to be done. And if you do go to a website company, a lot of website companies, unfortunately, they don't give you that one-to-one time to really sit down and break that down and get that for you. So once you've got all the clarity, you need branding. So what is the branding you're going to go with? Now, I'm not a branding expert. So for me, branding is, there's your logo, there's your colors, but it's a lot more than that. It's the feeling. What is the feeling you want your website to bring for you? What is the feeling you want people to get when they go to your website? What does your website, what you want your website to say about you? So there's the branding part of it. But one of the biggest things that I see, and one of the massive mistakes I see with a lot of clients who come to me maybe after they've gone to a website company, is that they've got a very pretty website, but unfortunately, functionally wise and strategy wise for online, it lacks massively. One of the other things that I've seen as well, which is really upsets me, is that I see a flashy homepage and then the rest of it is just bog standard, and the thought hasn't gone through the whole website at all. And one of the massive things that I love to do as well is making a website work so that the entrepreneur can then make updates themselves if they're technical enough and if they believe and trust in themselves enough. And by using an application like Thrive Themes, for example, there's one thing in Thrive Themes, it's called a symbol. So you can put a symbol at the end of every page. And all you have to do is when you update that one symbol, it updates on all the pages. So it's made really, really cleverly. So basically the main things that I say to people for their website is you need your homepage, you need a work with me page, about me page, a blog page, and I normally have a fifth one I can't think off the top of my head. So if you also do speaking, you may want a speaker page as well, and testimonial page as well. Now you do want your testimonials dotted throughout on the different pages. So that's kind of the core of what you want. But one of the main things then, of course, of what you do want is you want the message on your whole website to be so super crystal clear. And you really want to have the website work as a function of getting people in onto your email list. So you want to be collecting emails on your website, and you want to then nurture them on an email sequence using an email manager. So an email manager would be something like ConvertKit or MailChimp or ActiveCampaign, Aweber. There's a whole ton of them. Again, go to my favorite tools and you'll see the ones that I recommend. So you want your website to be like a portal into your world where you nurture and bring people, and you help them even further past the website. By giving away something for free or something like that. So when you're talking about the opt-in, right, that in itself, designing the right opt-in for your website takes really sitting back with a coach like myself who can look at your vision, look at your mission, look at the audience and where you want to take them, and create an opt-in that actually works across the profile of all of the people who you work with. That when they see that opt-in, they go, I want that. Yes, I want that. Yes, I will give my email address to get that. And it's about attracting, it's not about, yes, it's about growing your list, but it's about attracting the right clients who want to be on your list. There's no point having thousands and thousands of people on your list who are not the right people for you. So, so we've gone through, let's say, the branding, the clarity, the structure of your website and what it looks like, and then from a functional point of view, basically accessing emails, and then as well, one of the big things, it may seem small actually, is booking a call with you or one of your team, making sure that that's available and visible across the website, and constantly reminding people that if it's a service you offer, that they can call you or book you, and also then taking payment online. So one of the big things that we do in the Global Online Stars program is teaching you how to create digital products, positioning yourself globally online and like a star shining to your true potential. So taking digital payment either through PayPal or Stripe. So if it's PayPal, you can create a button in PayPal. So if you create a business account in PayPal, and if you go to the buttons, create a button for the said amount, either full payment or subscription payment. And if you copy the piece of code that they give you in PayPal, and now I don't want to go into the technical part of it, but depending on the kind of platform you have, you literally just copy and paste that into your website. So taking your email addresses, having a clear message of who you are, what you do, taking bookings, taking online payment. These are all the kind of foundations that you want for your website. So no matter who you are, no matter what type of business you have, that you can take payment. And what I like to call it is, how many routes of income do you have on your website? How easy are you making it for people? Like I went through a phase myself many years ago about, do I put my prices on my website? No, do I not? Do I, don't I? Oh gosh, do you know what? There is people who say do put it on. There's people who say don't put it on. And maybe sometimes I do agree for the higher priced products or packages. Often people need to speak with you to really understand the value of what they're getting. But to be honest, for myself, I think I have most of my prices on my website. So again, that's another thing then is pricing. It's really, I find there's around 14 elements in pricing to help people to come to the right price for their product. So, so this is a longer video than I planned, but really what I want to talk to you about is really, there's so much more to building a website than just, throwing a few pages up and having a static wall that says, this is me, contact me here, and it depends on the phase of your journey, so you don't have to have it all done today. You can build your website, slowly but surely. And the thing is that, obviously if you have the money to invest to get a good website done now, I would highly recommend it. However, if you don't, then what I would say is, get the next step done. So one of the packages that I do with clients is called the Reboot package. And what it does is it helps a lot of clients who have a website clarify their packages, update the website, update the online payments, update any kind of technical stuff that they're lacking, building an email list and all that kind of stuff. So, you don't have to have it all figured out right now. You can update bit by bit. And again, if you do have the money to make the investment, then if you can cut to the chase and just get your website updated, then that is better. So that's it really from me. Again, one of the other things then that we do in Global Online Stars is, which I haven't mentioned this, is that if you want to do any kind of a membership or selling online courses, then that is, let's say, the next level of updating your website. You can do that. It can be a plugin into WordPress, and actually Thrive Themes has a plugin for online courses as well, actually. But also, like, you can do a third party where you host your course on something like Teachable or Thinkific or ClickFunnels or New Kajabi or any one of those. So that kind of then would be the next level up after that. But just to let you know that if you're planning your website now, and if you do want to create an online business, and if you do want to create online courses, when you're deciding on the technology to build your website now, it's worth considering, where do you want your business to go? What technology, like what are the services? How do you want to make money? And what technology do you need to deliver those? So I hope this has been useful to you. If you want to know more about any of this, go to marthafraser.com, book a free session, and we can talk about your business, your online strategy, and how you're going to bring your magic to the world. So that's it for me today. Talk to you soon. All the best. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye.